The Tales and Trails update adds much more breadth and depth to the exploration of Minecraft. However, for many, beating the game still feels the same, and this is something I wanted to partially debunk with this video because I'm going to beat Minecraft, but I'm going to specifically use as many 1.20 features as I can. And so, from camels to rafts to archaeology, I'm going to use them all to beat Minecraft properly, starting now. Oh, by the way, to make sure I'm not using the same 1.20 feature over and over again, I'm going to set a limit of 20 minimum unique different 1.20 features that I have to explore before the end of the game, which is going to be kind of a fun one to tame. However, let's go ahead, kill a cow, and find ourselves... Oh, wow. I love when you have a mountain spawn and it means you get some cherry grove. It looks like if I wanted to destroy an entire cherry grove biome, I should have just come here. This is literally 2 trees and then a giant separation before the rest, which means this entire area will be extincted. There we go. Now, once all of these cherry saplings fall down, and by the way, there is a lot of them, there will be basically no proof this ever was a cherry grove biome, I guess, besides the petals, which we'll also pick up, because that's another 1.20 feature. That's, free so far as I can tell. I guess it's technically 4 if you count the cherry saplings. However, saplings would not be a very good way to mark my route, while pink petals would be a wonderful way to do precisely that. If you ever want to make sure you don't get lost when discovering the new trails that you're telling tales about, apparently, then obviously using pink petals is a great way to do that. This village is a pretty nice thing that I saw while I was chopping down the tree, and I am having to say, this is a pretty interesting one, but most importantly, it has that structure over there. Having one of these is great because it contains a brewing stand. You can't use the brewing stand without killing blazes, so it's not useful for brewing, but it is useful for one very particular thing, and it's this fella over here. So I'm gonna bring him down here, maybe with a little bit of a fool. You know what, don't blame me, it was your own fault. And we're gonna see if he goes into his home, and we're gonna maybe lock him in there because this is an incredibly useful villager, the cleric. Yeah, he definitely really enjoyed being pushed in here, but now, just to make sure he doesn't leave, what we're gonna do is replace his door with a window. I mean, isn't this nice? So much more natural light gets in there, friend. I bet he's convinced by that. Anyway, so now I also need to bear in mind that this doesn't really, you know, is this really a 1.20 feature, having a trader inside of a plains village? I'm not sure that it is, so I need to do one of those fancy before and afters that YouTubers like to do. I'm gonna turn this plains villager house into a cherry villager house. Wow, it's changed so much for the better. Doesn't this lighting make it look incredible? Wow, this was an amazing job that I did. Oh yeah, this is why they call me the master builder. Anyway, so now I've got myself one of these lovely cherry grove houses with a cleric inside. That's going to be a key part of my strategy to beating Minecraft with 1.20 features. But I guess it's also worth looking around maybe the surrounding area to see if there's anything else that might help me out. I would like to find a sniffer, but that means I'm going to need to find an ocean. But I'm just seeing mountains all around me. This is, oh, wait. No, I'm not just seeing mountains all around me. I'm seeing mountains and a blacksmith, which has a furnace. I actually need one of those for my food. Oh, heck yes. Iron leggings, a saddle, some bread. Okay, this is wonderful. This is actually, so here's the fun thing about post 1.20. Now that I've got some iron and I've got myself iron leggings, I can do 2 things with this. I can get myself the crucial bucket, which I'll need later, but I can also use 2 of that to make a smithing table, because having leggings is great and all, but imagine how much better they could look if I simply use this smithing table, which is precisely what I'm gonna do. So the best biome for structures around me seems like it's probably gonna be the jungle. Again, really, when it comes to structures that have armor trims, you need anything but what I have right now. Forests and mountains and plains are not really looking great for me. If I found an ocean, that would be nice. If I could see a trail ruins or something like that, that'd be great. But for now, we're gonna roll the dice on the jungle and see where that takes us. My best option for getting there, sadly, because I'm not in a desert, is going to be one of these horses, which spawns in a village, but I hope this horse knows that I would trade him in a heartbeat if I could find a camel. But right now, that's not an option. So let's bounce right over to the jungle. Okay, this isn't a jungle temple, but this is a brand new feature. We got some bamboo. I mean, the bamboos existed for a while, but what you can do with it is different, because if we had a crafting table, we'd be able to make a new thing with it. I mean, I'd much rather have an armor trim, but I guess if I have to take something from this experience, the block of bamboo can be it. Oh, heck yeah. Wait, do you see that? I searched through all this jungle, and there's a jungle temple at what looks like the very edge of the biome, where it's basically just a forest, but you know what? A temple's a temple. Will it give me a trim? What's in here? Oh, 2 more diamonds and the wild armor trim. Wait, this is going to allow me to do that thing which is absolutely my favorite. I can take my iron leggings and I could use a trim on them with gold if I wanted to, for example, but I'm going to go silly on this and put a diamond trim on my iron leggings. Sure, I could afford better armor if I just used the diamonds themselves, but this is a much better way to flex. And so that is my goal today. Has anyone ever traversed the jungle like this, by the way? I'm currently going back through it because I saw a mesa biome while I was in there. And I feel like that's a great way to find a desert, which is a great way to find a better horse. Although, actually a much worse horse in every way besides ravines. But just so I can be prepared for that one situation, I'm gonna get myself a very fat, very smug horse. I mean, seriously, have you seen camels' faces? Okay, my plan to find a desert is going kind of poorly. This desert is also tiny and just has a pillager outpost in. There's some allays found right here. However, they're a 1.19 feature, so I don't care. And instead, I'm just gonna stack myself up on top of this horse, which is working just about as well as you might expect. Okay, just jump and then place and then jump and then place and see where this gets me. Okay, what are my odds of just being able to jump straight into the top of that with the chest and then getting myself right out? Let's find out. Okay, very low apparently. Let's instead jump in here, run in while they're not looking, and just, oh, there's more floors than I imagined. Oh dear God. Grab the trim. Okay, there's no trim. There's no life for me here. I'm out. My horse is not. Okay, there he is, on the horse. Oh, that was a badly timed excursion. Okay, I'm over 2,000 blocks away from spawn, and I might have to consider this desert excursion a failure because a goat horn is not a 1.20 feature. Oh, you know what is though? This desert village and the new mob we're gonna find somewhere in the middle of it. Okay, this was not what I meant at all, but it's also pretty cool. No, instead, I meant the camel, who is also pretty tall. Seriously, look at him compared to my horse. This is a clear upgrade, if build height is your one key concern. Let's get on the camel and let's see where he takes us. Okay, I finally got myself to a cave where I'm gonna find some copper. Actually, I guess since I'm here anyway, I might as well craft an iron pickaxe and then get some gold. Okay, I think 92 is a decent amount of gold to end up with from a short mining trip. Took less than a day, by the way, and doesn't even include all of the gold because I don't feel like stacking up for some pieces of it. I am definitely the first person to think it's a good idea to bring my camel with me into the Nether. Maybe the first person to do it whatsoever, but I do have a plan to at least bring a chest plate with me, except I'm not gonna wear any old chest plate. No, not in this world. Gonna make sure it looks a little bit nicer than it can. Yep, this is a good use of diamonds as far as I am concerned. Oh yeah, look how great I look now. But yeah, we're gonna now make a nether portal. Pro tip, all you need is water and lava and you can get obsidian. And another pro tip is all you need to go to the Nether once you have obsidian is a single bucket of lava too, which means as long as it doesn't spill in, there we go, that's the Nether portal lit. Let's go in. Honestly, 90% of the time, the Nether is a really chill place. As long as you don't ask what happens in the other 10% of the time, you'll have a really fun one. I am going to be living life a little bit on the edge here, but again, 99% of the time, it goes great all of the time. Thankfully, my experience playing Minecraft in a world that was 100% basalt delta have prepared me for the worst biome. I'm now pretty good at navigating this place, as you can tell from the fact that I have survived, at least so far. So my plan to get home was to find a ruined portal, something that I could, you know, maybe piece the last few things into, but I have found nothing of the sort yet. It's just more basalt delta. And wow, as if going off a book, it looks as though I found a nether fortress before a ruined portal. These things take so long to find. I've spent like an hour looking. I was here for 5 minutes today. I have traveled some serious distance, but still, it feels as though the nether is always there to give you what you need least, but technically speaking, you've got to go into one of these, so I'll make it work. Oh, a new armor trim. Again, spent forever looking for this. Just find it by coincidence now. How awesome. So my plan to make the Killing of Blazes 1.20e was to use bamboo planks and craft myself a raft. However, as you might be able to tell, I am 1 bamboo plank short because you only get 2 per bamboo block, which means instead I could use cherry planks, I guess? Yeah, I mean, it's not as cool as the raft, is it? But you know what? A cherry boat is a boat. And now I'm going to use this as a blaze trap because if any mobs try to come towards me, they're going to fall right into it. I hope. And in the meantime, let's take full advantage of this brand new trim we have to make myself a... I feel like boots are more important than the helmet at this point. So I can make myself some iron boots and do the exact same thing we've done before. Iron boots, diamond trim, and this time rib. Ooh. Honestly, I couldn't tell you it was from a different set besides from the color, but it's looking nice so far. Look how classy I look. It's so funny to me that no matter how powerful a mob is in Minecraft, it is always thwarted by a boat. They cannot get out of boats no matter what you want to do, and they also can't get out of rafts. Seriously, look at the design of the raft and how Blazes and every other mob can't get out of this. Seems ridiculous, but it's not my problem. Okay, this time things will go much better. You can trust me. I know what I'm talking about at least 10% of the time. So the bad news is, it looks as though, whoa, they're so violent. Now we just have to get the blazes in the boats real quick without them punching me away, which they apparently will do. Okay, okay. So now we just have to get out of here in one piece, which should be nice and easy. I have very little food, but we have a lot of everything we need. Okay, it's taking me significantly longer to find my way home than it did to find a nether fortress. But I guess I'm just trying to do my best. Is my portal up there? No, it's not. I feel like it was really high up, but apparently I was wrong. So yeah, it took just over 20 minutes to get home, which isn't terrible given that I still have my life. You know, I hate when people say like, well, sure, things might go poorly, but I still have my life. And it's like, well, it's a given you still have your life. You're telling us about it. And it sounds pretty bad if the one thing you can thank is the very being of your existence. At least I have my giant beast who causes me damage when I try to use his one ability. So what do we reckon the odds are I make it all the way home without dying from my camel? Because the camel himself isn't looking so strong either. That time didn't even make any sense. Oh no! Okay, the camel tried so hard to make it home. And he tried his hardest to kill me too, but he hasn't stopped me. I'm gonna make it there unscathed. Okay, I made it to the village very much unscathed. You know, if only there was a word to describe what it's like when you're not unscathed. Because that would be the perfect word for me, but you know, there's just no way to work out what it would be. But there is, if nothing else, a furnace for me. I'm going to use the full stack here, and I'm going to use my lava bucket to fuel it, and I'm going to get myself a lot of gold to do a large amount of trading with the cleric, because I love redstone. I'm just kidding. I mean, I guess it's plenty fine, if nothing else, but I'm mostly going to be using the trading with this cleric. I think realistically at this point, I've just worked out a way to generate an insane number of emeralds, which is important because at 5 a piece, this is an expensive trade. And so after selling all the wheat that the village has back to the villagers, I'm going to finally sell the rest of the gold, hopefully at fair prices. Actually, you know what? If I sold all my gold at the current prices, I don't think it's gonna work. So I have to wait until it goes down in price just so I can afford the bare minimum number of ender pearls, which is fine, I guess. So in the meantime, let's do some 1.20 stuff. This is the raft I was talking about, which I'm gonna use to trap a chicken. Why is the chicken trapped? What possible logic is there for the chicken not being able to leave? It doesn't matter to me, because when I kill him, oh, thank God I got the feather. I get myself some raw chicken. Pro tip, eat raw chicken all the time, especially in real life. It's really good for you. It's got all the nutrients that you need, probably. That's definitely good advice. But also, pro tip, you can use it to craft a brush, which, you know, this is gonna be fun. I can shuffle around the world, which will be nice. So besides that one desert temple I found 2,000 blocks away, I don't see anything that looks very archaeology friendly. So since archaeology is gonna be a challenge in this world, I might as well do something fun, because this is my shield now. And this is my shield right after stealing some wool from the market. As you can see, wow, it's got a pattern on it. It's kind of a basic one. I kind of like it anyway, though. Yellow and pink are quite complementary colors, it seems. Hey, and now we can get cheaper trades from the cleric. Just what I wanted. So here's the deal. Even after trading and getting all of these emeralds at 3 apiece, we still are only going to have ourselves 10 ender pearls, or 10 IF enders. That's a little bit short, so I'm going to try something I haven't done in, like, ever, I don't think. I'm going to make myself some glass, so I can make myself some potion bottles, and I'm going to try this as a way to get some emeralds from the cleric. Again, a reminder, this cleric is inside a cherry house, and so it's very much a 1.20 feature. 2 emeralds in the hatch. Okay, so here's the plan. I'm actually going to follow the line from the IF Ender I threw earlier. I'm not going to throw another one for a really long time, maybe 500, 1,000 blocks, because, pro tip, the closest strongholds to spawn, which I'm basically at spawn, are always underneath villages on the Bedrock edition. So if I walk this rough direction and don't see any villages, then I know I'm probably safe. Okay, so I finally see a village. This one probably isn't the right one, because I'm a little bit to the left of it, but now we throw an IF Ender and we see... You know, that to me is very clear. The village is probably the thing with the stronghold underneath. Well, let's put my raft down. I'll put the raft underneath the horse and we'll get both in here. Oh, yeah, it doesn't work. Huh? That's a 1.20 feature, technically speaking. I don't know if I can find... Oh, that's a drowned. Wait, actually, is that just a drowned? Okay, so the drowned actually was right next to one of these things. So now we can look around desperately hoping, aha, there is some suspicious gravel and whoa! That's a pot shard on my first try. I was looking for a sniffer egg, but I'm gonna come back with a fully developed pot. And this pot is going to be an absolutely essential part of my plan to take down the dragon after I find my stronghold, which seems to be below a jungle village, by the way. The safest way to get down is to do a 2-block dig down like this. If you do it right, it's as easy as pick. Oh, and then when you find some... Oh, yeah, there we go. See this? We're literally at the very beginning of the stronghold, which is great because when you're in this room, you know you're 5 rooms away from the end portal. Hey, there is the end portal room. So, again, odds say we're probably about right in terms of ender pearls, but there is a real chance it has no eyes in there. Is there? Let's find out together. This always hurts because, oh, thank God, 2 is wonderful. Yeah, we have a whole IF Ender to spare because we didn't waste any. Okay, so I don't know what the odds of that happening are, but I don't have a crafting table anymore. So, something to consider. And, you know, when you consider things too hard, things go poorly for you. Jump into the portal and see... Okay. This is always something I forget as a possibility. But let's go towards the center of the island. For now, let's try and take down... at least one of these towers. Okay, here is my one tower I'm gonna take down. It's super, super short, so I'm not even really taking any risks. Oh, okay, I lied. Lots of risks are being taken, but that is a tower down. Boom, didn't even, okay, I am now in grave danger, it seems. It's always worth doing those small hits, especially on the Bedrock edition, and then in between those, we're gonna go out and we're gonna try and take down one of these cage towers. Throw it in there, go for the jump. Oh, perfect. Now let's just hay bale our way down. Yes, great. Can we get down to the end of the Ender Dragon? Let's find out very shortly. I'm excited, my pot strategy is gonna come into play. This decorated pot is absolutely crucial if I want to kill the dragon. So here's what you gotta do, right? If you wanna kill the dragon using 1.20 features, it's a very useful pro tip. You're gonna place down your decorated pot. This is gonna be a summoning tool. You're gonna put a red torch in there, and then Herobrine is going to, I'm just kidding, this technically using a 1.20 feature. Wait, actually, let's put the pot down. Oh, okay, wait, let's put the shards down over here. Let's put down, I wish I hadn't broken the pot, but wow, they've gone missing. I sacrificed the pot, and in exchange, I got over 50 levels. That was beating Minecraft 1.20 using plenty of the features. Honestly, it was a little bit of a fun run. I think it's always fun to replay Minecraft again after an update, just to mix those things in there. Whether your version of playing Minecraft is building a castle on a hill, whether your version of Minecraft is collecting rare items and eggs and trims, you know, I really do quite like this. I think that this is a great update because it's one of those ones that you'll probably appreciate more as time goes on. All of these features give extra reasons to explore and more, and I really do like that, but let me know what you think in the comments down below. For now, I hope you've all enjoyed. Please do subscribe if you want to see me do other weird challenges. I recently tried to die all the ways you couldn't peaceful, so I'm looking forward to doing more silly stuff like surviving in a cherry-only biome, but for now, goodbye.